Hello everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Variable Barricade. Alright, we finished board 2 of Shion, and now we're on to board 3, the final board. I don't think it ever goes beyond 4, so... So last time we went on a kind of a second date with Shion, to the Lurk exhibition, the final day, and Hibari kind of set him up. Just as a way to have Rue apologize to him for his behavior, and then Rue did not fix behavior. Rue ended up setting them up by calling a reporter over to take pictures. To take pictures of Shion. I don't know what his end game is. Like, he wants to be the Lurk Angel, so he's trying to get that through Shion, but you're making the person that you're trying to, like, connect to via mad. I don't know. Doesn't seem like the right end game here. Alright, well, with that incident out of the way, we're on the first chapter of the third board, A Great Pair. Shion reminisces on the impression he got when he first saw me. It reminds him of... Oh, okay, so... It's gonna be like when they met or something. It's not gonna be like nice, is it? She's not gonna like step on him, is he? Alright, let's play this event. It was close to midnight. Makes sense that no one's here at this hour. I'm not tired at all. Probably because I took that nap. What should I do? Could be like a cat at middle of the night, start doing zoomies and make a lot of noise and wake everyone up. I walked over to the table and noticed a familiar booklet lying there. It was the brochure for the Lurk exhibition. Come to think of it, I haven't looked at this one properly yet. I had seen the real work so many times in my life that I never had any interest. But boredom got the best of me, and I picked up the brochure for no particular reason. These really do take me back. That's gonna be like nostalgia for him. Childhood memories. I suddenly stopped turning the pages. Amethyst. The image again. Oh, Claude always said... Never flatter, never conform. Be who you are, always. This is important because angels are a representation of an idealized existence to humans. So you must not be someone's specific ideal. That's all he wanted from me. The work of art he created as a result has now achieved worldwide acclaim. And that didn't change after I stopped modeling. Many people sought to find traces of amethyst within me. I need you. Who's this? Forgive me for everything, just like in that photo. Bring me relief. Okay. Like, that's a little weird. The man who pulled me into my lifestyle with patrons was that sort of person. Although, he tried to keep me close using methods that aren't allowed in society, such as abducting me and locking me up. This is just like making me think that like Shion was abused, but okay. I had just graduated from Lycée, and I honestly don't remember much about that time. Even though I was confined, I was free to move around inside the house, and he listened to everything I asked for. All he wanted was for Amethyst to forgive him. In the end, we parted ways amicably, so I guess it wasn't a waste, living with him like that. However, from then on there were problems. When word got out that I'd been living with him in that peculiar way, many other people begged me to live with them. I got to know them, they needed me, and I gave them what they wanted. Then we'd parted ways. And as soon as one was over with, another was waiting for me. Yeah, I don't know about this wording. He's not like outright saying it, but the wording is giving me like, I don't know, trafficking vibes. Perhaps it was due to the quality of that photo. The only people who sought me out were wealthy and who understood the value of things. It's not like I intentionally planned it out. It always started with an invitation from the other person. I never had any particular reason to refuse, and I was just trying to enjoy myself however I could. Not that I haven't questioned those circumstances of mine. But the people who sought me out had one thing in common. Thank you, Shion. Just having you by my side is enough for me. Please listen to me, Shion. I can only talk to you about this. Amethyst who forgives all. Okay, are they just using him as like a confessional? They didn't look at me like I was another human. It was more like they saw me as something supernatural. What did they want to be forgiven from? What good was having me, the embodiment of forgiveness, by their side? This reminds me of something that happened years ago. Maybe seeing Amethyst has stirred up all these memories. It's like Shion part of a cult? Like, what's going on? My past as Amethyst has had a profound effect on my life, for better or for worse. But despite all that, I am where I am now thanks to all that. You never know what life has in store. It happened back when I attended a party in Japan. Many illustrious people from different industries gathered in bustling yet elegant venues. I accompanied my patron at the time, who was a renowned global designer. Oh, is this who I think it is? Yes, that's correct. It is the Amethyst. Well, his reputation certainly precedes him. It must be so lovely to have a beautiful person all to yourself every day. Yes, he is truly exquisite. Just having him near me like this inspires me endlessly. Okay. You could even say that he's my muse. Ah, real goddess of art. He certainly is stunning. Gentleman A. You're Shion, aren't you? Perhaps you could come to my place next. I'll never make you feel uncomfortable. Oh god, the it makes me feel really uncomfortable. They're passing him around like he's a thing. That's enough of that. After all, he's my partner now. This kind of exchange happened every time I went out in public. That said, I didn't mind praise in itself. So I said nothing and just smiled. That's when... Takamune is here at this party. What's all the fuss about? Oh, Mr. Takamune! Of the Tojo family! The man causing a stir was Hibari's grandfather, Takamune Tojo, and then he's gonna take Shion. He's with you, is he? Yes, I believe you know him as well. He's the famous Lurk model, Amethyst. Oh, right. The angel. He directed his gaze to me in response. I smiled and opened my mouth to speak, just as I always did. I am Shion Mayuzumi. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I thought I had put on my best smile. But he sighed like he was bored. Underwhelming. What? I beg your pardon. You certainly can't mean Shion. You heard me. If you want a pretty ornament, you're better off getting a doll that doesn't need food. I don't see the appeal in having a person. What? Heavens, whatever did he mean by that? Mr. Takamune is rather an eccentric man. We can't hope to understand him. Maybe he's actually saying that, yeah, Shion is being treated like an object, so he's not into that. Shion, don't worry about what he said. I'm sure he's just in a bad mood, or... Why did he say that? Now I'm curious. I'll be right back. What? Shion, where are you going? I beg your pardon, Sir Takamune. I'd like a moment of your time. If you came to whine, I'm not going to baby you. That was my unvarnished opinion. I know. That is precisely why I want to speak with you. That was the first time someone said that about me. I would like to hear more of your thoughts. At least you know how to speak properly. Actually, I was curious about you. Someone told me that there was an interesting young man in attendance. Some people said you were as beautiful as an angel. Others called you handsome. Also, some described you as energetic and friendly, while others said you were polite and straight-laced. Is that strange? It's all different. It's like everyone had a different impression. I don't think they're describing the same person. Normally, everyone would have similar impressions. No matter how well people try to hide it, their true nature always comes out. That's what makes us human. But I knew as soon as I laid eyes on you, you have no identity of your own. Identity? And he just becomes whatever someone else wants him to be. That's right. You have the bad habit of shaping your identity into whatever ideal someone wants from you. From my perspective, that's reprehensible. You're like a cloud that changes shape every time you look at it. My granddaughter would be extremely interested in you, though she's much too obstinate and lacks charm. Your granddaughter, sir? Yes, have a look. She's over there. He gestured to the back of the hall. Oh, there she is. There's Hibari. A breathtakingly beautiful young lady stood out from among the crowd. Wearing a gorgeous dress, she greeted those around her with a flawless smile. At first glance, she appeared as sophisticated as you'd expect of the heiress of one of Japan's most prestigious families, but... she seems... distressed. I can't tell just by looking, but I have a feeling that she's tense or something. What do you think of my foolish granddaughter? Just introduce. I guess was it love at first sight when he saw her? Hibari obviously didn't recognize him out of the crowd of people, but I think she's beautiful, but also fragile and vulnerable. Inside, she's youthful and delicate, but she's covered with thorns to conceal those parts of herself. Just like a young rose. Ha! So that's what you see. I told them what I thought without dressing it up in flattery. Surprisingly, he seemed satisfied. I mean, it's kind of flattering to hear your granddaughter be called a rose instead of just prickly. You might work after all. You might be able to break down the barricades my embittered, foolish granddaughter has fortified. What do you mean? It's simple. Shion was it. If you're game, you can take her on. Like, what? He's just like, here you go. You want my granddaughter? What? Provided, of course, that you can get Hibari to take an interest in you. There may be more to this than meets the eye. Normally, I would have casually avoided a conversation like this. Yeah, like a marriage talk. Now, however, my gaze turned back towards her. My lifestyle right now can be quite nice. Just going with the flow and being wanted. But in the end, all they want is Amethyst. Not me, for who I am. But what if? What if I could find someone who truly wants me, regardless of my past as Amethyst? And what if I could live for one person instead of many? Couldn't I then feel happiness, unlike any I felt before? Hibari Tojo. A young lady entirely surrounded by barricades. Her walls protected her, but surely they also prevented her from reaching out. I'd known what she'd need just by looking, and I know I could give her what she wants. More importantly, we'd make a great pair. A great what? It's like, you said that part out loud. A great pair. I'm sure we'd work together. I have a feeling. Alright then. I'll be in touch. I'll give you more details then. Thank you very much, sir. Just like that. Just like that, he gets it on the fiancé thing. He then walked away from me with a satisfied smile on his face. At least he didn't have to, like, go the night around and, like, go all ninja and break into the... break into the estate. And now, here I am. In this house, as one potential groom. Having 4 candidates was admittedly unexpected, but... Oh, you didn't expect competition? Life here is exciting, and I'm slowly getting to know her better, little by little. So it's not bad at all. Hopefully Shion's, like, kind of becoming more of his own person, too. Like, just imagine if, like, in a scenario where he isn't picked, like, does he just go back to, like, one of his other partners and, like, just ends up trying to, like, satisfy them constantly by, like, just changing his personality from person to person? Or is he gonna, like, become his own? Besides, I'm sure in the end, Hibari will choose me. After that trip down memory lane, I finally started getting sleepy. Time to head back to my room and sleep. I have a feeling I'll dream about her. Alright, a great pair cleared. Got to see Hibari. I wonder how old she was back then. I mean, she doesn't look too different than she was, like, now. Maybe, like, 15 or 16. And then he started this when she's, like, 17 or something. Alrighty. But yeah, she's like a prickly little princess. She's like Briar Rose. Alright, so that wasn't too long. I got to see some backstory. Let's do the next chapter. Is this love? I'm decidedly drawn to Shion, but I'm not sure what to do. I asked Samugi and Aramura for advice. Girl talk. And we're going back to Hibari's perspective. Nice. Play this event. We were relaxing together after dinner when we saw Rue again. He was on TV. Oh. Social media child idol, we have the scoop. Today we're talking about a stylish new gallery in Roppongi. And our special guest is... Hi there, I'm Rushina. Oh, Ro, I heard that you often visit this gallery. Is that true? Yep, I love looking at the pictures and photos. There was a Lurk exhibit here recently, and I went like every day. Every day? Wow, that's impressive. By the way, I heard you met someone pretty amazing during the exhibition. Hehe. Oh god, this is like trying to... I just imagine Shion trying to be like as far away from the kid as possible. That's right, you're in a magazine. Who is that man in the picture with you? I can't say, but maybe you can tell just by looking at him. God, he's like so scheming. Like, Shion didn't want the picture. Oh, go on, tell us. Nope, it's my super special secret. But you know what? It was really hard to take a photo there. I was so short, I had to get on a stepladder to be in the photo. Haha, how fun. But tell us, how did you two meet? It's a secret. Who's even interested in this story now? He's like milking it for all he can. Dude, Shion, ain't that you? I read the weekly magazine that photo was in. It's super cool. Shion, you're like a celebrity. You read those kinds of magazines, Nayata? Not the one with the buff guy on it? The grannies in the park showed it to me. They were like, wow, what a hottie. Oh, those thirsty grandmas. Wait a minute. Was this photo taken the same day you two had your sneaky date? Oh, so that's also at the Lurk exhibition. Well, what? You were there too, Hibari? You should have had your photo taken with them too. She was in fact photographed. However, I was able to seize the photos of her. We cannot afford to have her dragged into an unnecessary scandal. Also, that would kind of like cement. That might like cement her suitor and be like, is this Hibari Tojo's boyfriend? And I was like, okay, she's gonna force her into a decision. Aw, what? That's a bummer. This is not something to be sad about. If a photo of her gets released into the wild, we'll have even more competitors. My dear Hibari is so beautiful and sweet. Your dear? I'm sure the fuss will die down soon. I don't think you need to worry too much about it. That's how it is with celebrity junk anyway. Yeah, I'm sure the pictures like this are like a dime a dozen. After that conversation, everyone turned their focus back to the TV. In the meantime, Shion was perusing a fashion magazine as usual. Does Shion really not mind? Besides Rue, I'm pretty sure he does mind, he just doesn't want to think about it. Lurk. Is something wrong, Hibari? Shion noticed that I had been studying his handsome profile and flashed me a beautiful smile. Nothing. You sure? Then how about you come over here and look through this magazine with me? There are some clothes that you might... That's okay. Why not? Maybe I should come over to you then. Huh? No, really, it's okay. What's up with you, babe? It's nothing. In the end, all I could do was get out of there. It happened again. I sighed quietly to myself when I got back to my room. I was definitely acting suspicious. No No wonder they think I'm weird. It's no use. I haven't been able to look at Shion normally since that day. When we held hands, how scandalous. I'll accept you wholly as you are and protect that vulnerable heart of yours. I want you to feel safe with me. Ah! How can you just say things like that? How am I supposed to react? Just so much about this is complicated. Okay, focus. I'll do my homework and calm down, so I stop acting like a weirdo. The following day, everything started with the comment Tsumugi made at lunch. By the way, Hibari, have you checked Rue's social media lately? Oh. No, not really. He's causing a fuss again. In fact, I hadn't had any contact with Rue since the day of the incident. I received an apology message on Wiz not long after it happened, but I didn't reply. Shion doesn't seem angry, but it's still tricky. Rue is also Rue, though. He won't say anything about it, even if I don't reply to him. But I didn't tell Tsumugi that Rue had used me. When she asked about the photo, I only confirmed Shion was in it. So, is there anything going on with Rue? It seems like he's been a little down lately. Down? Even though he got what he wanted and took a proper picture with Shion? Did it not turn out the way he wanted it to? Yes, you see the photo of Rue and Shion got picked up by the media. And many people are apparently frustrated that he didn't talk about Shion at all. Really? Yes, apparently Amethyst is a kind of sacred topic for Lurk fans. And so, to them, it seems like Rue was trying to keep Shion all to himself. And some of those fans have been harassing and threatening Rue directly. That's terrifying. Well, I mean, he kind of brought it onto himself, but I guess he's a child. What did Shion say about what happened? He told me not to worry too much about it because it would all die down soon. I see. Maybe that means he had a hand in it somehow. What do you mean? There was no follow-up coverage at all, which is unusual for this kind of story. It's like, alright, because Shion called his friend and did they help smother the story? If this were a normal news story, they would have dug deeper to figure out who Shion was. That reminds me. After it happened, Shion contacted Kasuga immediately. He seems to be used to this kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he was working with someone other than Kasuga. I could see that. But the reason Rue is keeping quiet is because he promised Shion he would. Regardless, I feel bad that he's getting so much hate online. I'm still upset that he used me, but to think he's having that much trouble. Maybe that's not the only reason he's getting attacked. Huh? Have you seen the photo, Hibari? Yeah, once or twice. Well, no offense to Rue, but he pales in comparison when standing next to Shion. I mean, one's a child and one's an adult, so... They're on totally different levels. Nevertheless, it looks like he's using Shion, which might be the reason he's getting hate online. Is that what's happening? Yeah, I think so. But I guess you see the real thing every day, Hibari, so maybe it doesn't make sense for you. I don't see him that much, especially lately. It's just someone personal, beautiful person. Oh? What do you mean? You haven't seen him? But you live together. Yes, but I don't know. I'm like having trouble looking at him or something. She's so self-conscious around him. Just mentioning Shion reminded me of what it felt like to hold his hand. I looked down in embarrassment, and Tsumugi stared at me happily. Aha! I understand now. You do? This calls for an emergency meeting. I mean, later after school. Okay, we're going girl talk. I was like, for Aramora, I was like, I don't want to be here. Okay, it's time for some girl talk. Why am I even here? Our topic for today is the state of Hibari's burgeoning romance. I don't think burgeoning is the right word. When we spoke the other day, Hibari herself admitted that she didn't know whether she was in love or not. I attempted to make her fantasize about them as lovers, but she was much too shy and checked the whole idea out. But now we have a new development. She can't look at Shion's gorgeous face without it sending sparks of joy down to her spine. What? I did not say sparks of joy. What is happening to Hibari? And how does Shion truly feel? Q, Aramura, and Tsumugi. We will unreservedly question this budding maiden. Get ready to be put under a microscope, Hibari. Oh my gosh, you got it so wrong. Don't even bother. Once Tsumugi gets started, you just have to write it out. Ugh. Okay. This silly time. Well, Hibari, spill, girl. Don't spare any details. So... I guess we're doing this. We held hands. And with that, I summed up everything that's happened with Shion. And when I was feeling down about it, Shion consoled me. He said he didn't want to make me feel that way. He said he wanted to take care of me and comfort me. Oh my, oh my goodness. Well, alright. And then I became overly aware of it. I can't talk to him normally anymore or even look at him. That's it, Hibari. What? This is your charm, your adorableness. I regret I couldn't see it unfold in real time. Seriously? Like you've already pulled the lever. The lever? This is pull the lever. The love lever. And you don't seem like a complete disaster, so why don't you just get with him? That's... how totally inappropriate. I need to think about it more if I'm going to get with him. There's gonna be Hibari that's like gonna be grappling with the love thing. Before I was like, with Nayade, I was like, Hibari already settled her feelings and by now, and then Nayade was just too dumb to pick it up. If it feels right, then that should be enough, right? Besides, like, what is there to think about? I lowered my voice and hesitantly explained. I was curious why he quit modeling, and I'm sure he had something traumatic happen in his past. But I don't know if it's okay to ask him about something like that. Well, that's the only way to find out. He's right. It's such a personal thing, so only he can tell you. But I missed my chance to do it. And besides, I still don't know if Shion likes me for who I really am. And maybe all he wants is a new patron, or that would destroy her. I'm just like, I was like, yeah, I'm just looking for a sugar mama. Like, not here for you. I'm gonna keep drawing parallels to Nayata. Like, yeah, she finally got her feelings all sorted. And it's like, yeah, I just wanted a bodyguard position. From what you told us, it sounds like Shion has already fallen for you, Hibari. Totally. You wouldn't have said those. He wouldn't have said those things if he wasn't into you. But like, are you the type of girl who needs a guy to say I love you first to feel comfortable? Isn't that how these things normally go? I guess conventional ways. But I mean, the girl can ask the guy out too. Not necessarily. If you're both feeling it, then it's okay to go with the flow, you know. At least that's been my experience anyway. There's no way I can handle strategies meant for advanced players like her. Yes, she doesn't even know where the flow is. So I panicked and changed the topic of the conversation. Well, you know, to each their own or whatever. But Shion, he's unemployed, you know. He's not even ashamed that he just wants to be a kept man. And obviously, it'd be in bad taste for the next head of the Tojo family to have a partner like that. Right? For real? Honestly, girl, no one cares. What? Yes, she's right. I bet you can make plenty of excuses for him anyway. I'm sure your grandfather already knows all the dirt on him. Yet he's still a candidate, right? He's totally thinking about what he needs to do if he's chosen as your husband. But look, even if that were the case, how is it possible for me to have a spouse who's a kept man? I mean, you're gonna be a rich lady, so I mean, he doesn't need to work. Or he can just do like basic things, like I don't know. He could be like the lady of the house, just organize parties or something. Don't you think you're being a bit too persnickety? It's not like your family is going to fall apart just because you have to support one guy. There are plenty of full-time house husbands these days, right? The important thing is how you feel about it all, Hibari. Well, it's still a very serious problem to me. After refuting my numerous counter-arguments, Aramura and Tsumugi now looked at each other, seemingly annoyed at my response. Why are you so freaking stubborn? I am not. It's like you're looking for reasons to avoid admitting you're in love. Aramura's words pierced me to my core. I wasn't trying to do that. I didn't mean to. But I couldn't find the words to deny it. Well now, I do understand what you're saying, Aramura, but let's also be considerate of her feelings, okay? Hibari is very delicate, so she can't live by gut instinct like you do. I'll show you gut instinct. I couldn't argue with Aramura because she was absolutely right. I felt so disappointed with myself that I just stayed silent. Hey, I'm back. Ah, welcome home. I'd been looking down when I walked to the door and unexpectedly ran into Shion. You were out rather late today, huh? Yeah. I was having tea with Tsumugi. As I gave my awkward reply, I noticed my gaze wandering around again. I'm so pathetic. I can't believe I still can't look Shion in the eye, even after getting Tsumugi and Aramura's advice. It's okay, you know. Huh? You don't have to avoid me like that. I'm not going to be selfish and hit on you or do something like Ichiya does. Yeah, we're not that low. Ichiya's like the low bar here. So you don't have to worry. I was completely surprised by what he said. It was as if he could see into every even the corners of my mind. Why? Because you're more sensitive than most girls, aren't you? You're cautious and timid, so... I thought you might need some time to sort through your feelings. I'm not going to rush you. Take your time until you're ready to see me. Shion. Shion was kind in every sense of the word. He could have been offended by given my recent behavior, but he's treated me as if everything is normal. Not sure if I'm happy or embarrassed. It's an odd feeling. I'll see you later then. Wait a minute. I called to stop him from leaving. I'm okay now. What? I was just a little confused, but I'm fine now. Shion's eyes widened in surprise, but he quickly smiled happily. All right. Thank you. Okay, bye. I was finally able to say what I wanted to say. Relieved, I ran back to my room. Ugh. The moment I got back to my room, I sighed and sat down on the spot. Although Tsumugi and Aramura gave me advice, I'm glad Shion gave me some space. I have to take my time with things. But I have to try really hard to go back to behaving like normal as soon as possible. Alright, is this love cleared? Alrighty. Kinda don't want to do one more chapter. Should I do one more chapter? Let's do... Should we do Treat Yourself? Hopefully it doesn't, like, turn into, like, an hour-long ordeal. Let's do one more. I want to do one more. Shion always pampers me, and it's starting to get to me. He even pats me on the head like a cat. Who's the cat now? Alright, let's play this event. I was walking back to my room after having dinner. Hibari, wait. Shion? Shion called out to me just as I was exiting the living room. He must have followed me. Could you come to my room for a minute? I promise I won't take up too much of your time. I was going to do my homework now, but... Yeah, for a minute. Great, let's go then. I have to at least meet him halfway to make up for all the times I've avoided him. Looking back, following my whims at this moment may have been the start of everything. It's been a while since I've been in Shion's room. Oh, this is together, alone. But I'm still nervous, as expected. Yes? Shion was taking his time preparing me a place to sit. I spoke up to try and hurry him along. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Okay, so lately I've been trying to think of ways I can spoil you, Hibari. Spoil me? I said so before, remember? That I wanted to take care of you. His words brought to mind what he had mentioned earlier. You think it's wrong to depend on someone or to let them spoil you. That's why I want to take care of you, Hibari. Well, I do not need to be spoiled. I know. I just want to do it. He admits it so easily. So anyway, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I thought I'd start off with this. Huh? Shion then gently scooped a small portion of my hair from my shoulders. What are you doing? Stay still. He intently examined the ends of my hair. Are you looking for split ends or something? For a moment, I thought he was trying to make a move on me, but it didn't seem that way. You have beautiful hair, Hibari. It's very well taken care of. There are no split ends, and it feels nice and smooth. Thank you? Is he really just complimenting my hair? Jeeves told me that you use hair products your salon recommends. Is that right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Like I did, just like never corrects him, like just calling him Jeeves. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think your hair could shine a little bit more. Have you ever thought about looking for something that suits your hair better? I haven't really. I should probably think like good enough. You know, there are salons where you can create your own original products with ingredients and scents crafted especially for your hair. That sounds like a lot of work. We could go together sometime. If you're up for it, we can even go this weekend. Hold on. Wait just a minute. What's wrong? I don't need specially crafted stuff. What I've got now is good enough. But, you know that'll make your hair even prettier, right? Don't worry, I guarantee it. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not necessary. Why not? Because it'd be too extravagant. Extravagant? You really think so? Aren't the products you use now already high-end brands? Your clothes and makeup are pretty fancy too. I think it's too late to worry about extravagance. As a Tojo, those things are necessary for me. It's not like I like luxury products, but I would be ashamed as a Tojo family heir if I didn't wear something appropriate. Like, oh no. Oh no, luxury. People are always watching me, you know. So you're saying it's okay to spend money on something you're obligated to use, but not on your hobbies or something you like? Basically. I see. When I told him how I honestly felt, Shion exhaled with a heartfelt sadness. I don't like the idea that something luxurious should be bad. No one should feel bad about liking nice things that enrich one's mind and life. Money notwithstanding, of course. Not to mention, people who are hard on themselves like you should be more extravagant. Isn't it important to surround yourself with things you like, or things that are special, so that you can lead your best life? I'm not sure. In that sense, I think you should learn how to treat yourself sometimes, you know. But I told him I'm not interested in spending money on things I don't need. Because what I have right now is good enough. Think about it this way. Your hair would be a lot silkier than it is now, right? Wouldn't that make you happy? Don't you enjoy making yourself look beautiful? Especially as a girl. I don't know. And wouldn't you say spending money on hair care is usual for girls your age? If spending time on yourself makes you happy, then you can use it as a reward to work harder. Life is more fun when you figure out how to get the things you want, rather than denying yourself just because you're not allowed to want something. Well, it's not like I'm depriving myself of every little thing or something. I'm just not interested. That's all. I'm not so sure. It must be difficult being you, Hibari. You have the means to be happy, but you intentionally deny yourself of them. Unlike so many other people, they just don't have the means. Shion started stroking my hair as he talked to himself. I guess it's kind of admirable to have that kind of restraint, though. It's like, she doesn't see it as her money, she just sees it as the Tojo family's money. And it's just being used to, like, groom her into the air. The sensation of his fingers, carefully and gently combing through my hair, tickled a bit. What to do? I didn't resist and kept silent. Then Shion affectionately caressed my head more. She's getting all embarrassed. But what are you doing? Running my fingers through your hair. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh no, oh my goodness golly. Embarrassment City, I'm freaking out. But it also feels kind of good. But still super embarrassing. Please don't. I managed to say something, even though I was emotionally all over the place. Shion looked at me, suddenly taken aback. Okay, I think I get it. Get what? You'll see. Shion smoothly removed his hands from my hair, a mischievous grin playing on his face. As soon as he did, the warm feeling I'd been experiencing suddenly disappeared, and for some reason, I felt a little sad. I think I'll let go of the hair products for now. There's no point in forcing them on you, right? Right. Good. Well, sorry for taking up so much of your time. Good luck with your homework. Shion waved to me as if he was saying bye. I left the room, confused as to why he seemed so satisfied. He just lets it go. Okay. I guess it's kind of he's kind of pushing the boundary, but then pulling back. So it's not smothering her, but just leaving her wanting more, maybe. What in the world did he figure out? And why did he suddenly seem so agreeable? Per usual, I didn't understand him. I repeatedly took deep breaths to calm my pounding heart, despite my confusion. And before I realized it, my hand was touching the spot where Shion's fingers had combed through my hair. When was the last time someone even did that to me? No, I don't think anyone ever has. Poor Hibari's craving the human touch. Kasuga and I may be close, but he knows doing something like that would cross the line. Tsumugi is just a regular friend, so she wouldn't do that sort of thing. So I think this is the first time I've experienced something like this. It felt pretty good. What? No. That was nothing. I'm imagining things. I walked back to my room at a brisk pace, while admonishing myself the whole way there. Okay. that was a weird interaction. Alrighty, think we're ready for a break this time. Let's see, next time, oh god, we're splitting things off here. I think it wants us to just continue down this branch before we get to the other branch. Alright, but yeah, need a little breaky break. Little tired from work. I didn't drink any coffee, and as soon as I got back from work, I just like sat down and started going to Dreamland. Ugh. Alright, let's save over here. Okie doke, treat yourself cleared. Okie doke. Well, hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.